Hello, futurists, XR community, tech fans, and artists. My name is Celeste Lear, and I go by DJ Celeste. I'm a 3D artist, avatar DJ, a video documentarian, and immersive VR event designer and producer who has spent the last 2 years on a quest to create and also to discover the best parties in the metaverse. In this amazing discovery period, I have been truly inspired and consistently surprised by the innovation, the artistry, the technological advancements, and I can say I'm truly honored to be part of the various strong, and I've found pretty supportive communities of artists that are springing up on various platforms that you are seeing here in this video, like Altspace VR, Sansar, Roblox, Rest in Peace Wave VR was one of my personal favorites and is recently deceased. We have a new kid on the block, I believe it's Neos VR, which is pretty phenomenal with an incredibly tricked out user interface. VR Chat, Fortnite. In my time in these platforms, I can say I've personally been rocked to the core in the metaverse, and I have been able to myself create and design my own dream concerts, the type that I always wanted in real life, but unfortunately I just never had the budget or the backing to pull off. So I would say sometimes it just takes a bit of imagination, some resourcefulness and vision as a futurist and as an artist to make your dreams come true. So I'm here today to, as much as I can, help anyone interested in taking a deeper look at what's really going on in the VR nightclub, concert, and festival industry. So this video is titled Partying in the Metaverse, the VR nightclub and festival scene. So of course the COVID lockdown helped to steer the public eye more into the possibilities of what life might look like, both working and playing from home, of course. The world is changing fast, and the ease of use and desire for a variety of virtual event platforms is in growing demand. We all know that. So many predictions are coming to fruition as we see more of an exodus into the XR entertainment world. Along with this comes a percentage of metaverse explorers who appreciate going out to great nightclubs and festivals. I am one of them. Partying is just an essential part of who we are. It's what makes us unique, happy, how we fall in love, how we bond, how we explore, we express our art, fashion, love, passion. Remember the nightclub scene in Ready Player One? I know a lot of you love that book and movie. Well, we can rejoice on some level. The future is definitely here, and it is advancing rapidly and being created, and the VR nightclub and festival scene is really starting to pop right now. And the glory for a lot of us is that you don't even have to leave your couch or living room to see some pretty world-class 3D nightclubs. All right, and now we've come to the point of my presentation that I've been very excited to share with you because as everybody knows, Burning Man is a household name. It's one of the greatest, most wild parties on the planet, if not the most wild party on the planet. And it is just a jaw-dropping experience. I always say it's kind of like turning life to 10. And as a lot of you know, that Burning Man has been canceled the last 2 years. And so I was very fortunate to be able to watch certain teams volunteer with community effort and put together some fantastic multiverse experiences for the community, for anyone that wanted to come. It was just such an inspiration to watch, and I learned so much. I was very grateful to be a part of the BRC VR team. Burning Man, again, the most wild party, and the fact that we got to do it from the comfort of our homes was really interesting. And of course, nothing will ever come as close to the real thing and being there in person and having the dust in your face and rocking out in a pair of sparkle platform shoes on the playa in a light up jacket, you know, smoking a joint with Elon Musk. Like, nothing will ever come close to that. But I have to say, the next best thing is going to be the simulations that these teams are building. So I had the treat of sitting in with BRCVR with Greg Edwards, one of the founders, with Doug Jacobs, and they were teaching people basically how to build their own camps and giving them kits. So it's just like, that was just a sample of how people are helping to bring the party and their own vision for their parties and their own vision for the camp. What you're looking at right now is actually a Diplo performance, and this was inside of the Playa Alchemist, which is the Microsoft teams. Diplo is performing as a hologram here using HoloLens, which is a Microsoft product. They are you're going to be seeing more performances in the future. We also had a Pitbull performance recently inside of AltSpace with the HoloLens glasses. And this special free concert at Burning Man, that's one of the great things. Most of the teams were volunteer, but I'm telling you, like, these guys worked so hard. Everyone worked so hard. We do need to start to talk about monetization. That's something that it's been an ongoing concept and talk, and people have just been watching and waiting and working towards coming up with options that we can monetize the work that we're doing in the metaverse and actually have ticketing systems. It's going to have to be an exchange of some sort, because we all have to work and bring home the veggie bacon or whatever you are eating these days. So yeah, we want to kind of bring more monetization into the conversation. But for now, Burning Man was a communal effort. These artist teams, we had 3D representations of the different art cars, and then we had the production teams that the heads of each platform for the burn were working with. So we got all your favorite DJs on the art cars, and we used technology on screens to be able to broadcast the performances through using Twitch, using YouTube, using DLive. There's a couple different methods. Really had to get in there and learn how to use the technology, and it was tough, but it's if you have people helping you with the crew in here, it's very, very supportive and communicative, and they were very helpful in teaching newcomers how to use the technology so we could help throw the world's greatest party, right? So that was really fun to watch. And this video that we're watching right now is also by a friend of mine named Swan VR, who's also a great voice in the VR community, an artist and a video documentarian. She documented her experience and did a great job. As you can see, she's showing the different multiverse experiences, and we had just a wide array. So there was anything from, you could just go on your phone. They wanted to make it so inclusive that anyone could come. So you have experiences you can come to on a smartphone. You have experiences you can come to 2D on your computer by just downloading an app. And then you have, of course, the full immersive experiences where you have the surround. And you guys, if you could see the care to detail that went into some of these 3D builds and the work that went in, it was just mind-blowing. And there's so much credit and respect to the people that pulled this together. And I think we're going to see that more as the technology advances to do this. We're going to see communities from all over the world be able to come together. Here, but I actually got to DJ a wedding in virtual reality, and let me tell you, that was a party, guys. We partied. It was an interesting a celebration of love, digital love. It was avatars that got married, and they were both 3D artists, and they built their own reception hall and the ceremony hall, and it was pretty out of this world. And we had quite a few of their friends. We had probably 50 or 60 avatar friends show up and dance and hang out, and wow, it was wild. So anyway, I would not want to admit that I DJ weddings in the multiverse, but yes, I do it from time to time for fun. At any rate, so I just wanted to show you a little bit about what's going on, especially around the Burning Man community, because they are the notorious wild party animals from across the planet, and they will do anything and everything to bring the party, including take it all to the metaverse. So at this point of my presentation, I'm going to actually hand things over to Jake Greene from DreamteamVR, and he's going to tell you more about his amazing, raging productions in the metaverse and some of the current technology and methods that he is using with some of his partners. So I'm going to pass it over to Jake. Okay, thanks, Jake. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thank you so much, Celeste, and thank you everyone for your time and bringing the Dream Team along for the ride this year. There's so much to talk about with such little time. I'm going to talk about 3 different projects that I've been working on that push the boundaries of VR entertainment experience. Let's see if we can look under the hood a bit as well and talk about some of the technical stuff. First event or project is V-Rhythm. In November 2019, I began work on a special project with an entertainment center in Seattle called Virtual Sports, starting an initiative to bring in-person events into virtual reality and vice versa. I began work with the advisory of Drew Stone, formerly of Altspace VR and now owner of Lycosium, digital events team. Check him out, twitter.com/Lycosium. Huge shout out to Drew. Hi, Drew. After exhaustive stream testing and a few test events, Virtual Sports partnered with VR DJ Illuminati to set up our first 3-hour-long pilot event, V-Rhythm, with Illuminati VR on January 2020 in Altspace VR. Let's take a closer look at Illuminati.
Virtual Sports, an entertainment center in Seattle, and they basically asked me to be their virtual remote DJ for their actual physical location. And we wanted to move along with plans that would include having an Altspace room that was dedicated for that. This is actually me in Seattle, right after COVID started, wearing a mask and DJing in real life in front of their real setup. Here's me in Evolver in Altspace, and here's me at my own event, which I've been doing every Thursday since January. And doing live DJ mixes with the team at Virtual Sports. So that includes Zach, Jake, and Alex, who eventually, when Virtual Sports shut down, ended up coming to just volunteer their time to work on this show with me. So this is the Thursday show where we kind of showcase what we're doing each week. And actually, this space here was built by Liam, who is here on the side, and I designed it in collaboration with him, and we built the space together.
As we continued building this event series with an in-person footprint, it was only a matter of weeks before the world would change for everyone fundamentally. Really quickly, my background is in IT infrastructure support and esports broadcasting. Therefore, solving the many unforeseen challenges in this initiative, I was very well equipped for. Space VR had the formerly alive Mixer player available for party hosts. This would soon only be a memory, as Mixer eventually was decommissioned in a replacement for the YouTube live stream, which eventually would be removed from Alt VR as well, for live streaming specifically, given presumably the live streaming licensing ramifications. As the project moved forward, we continued to expand the event onto an additional platform, Sansar. Virtual Sports eventually closing due to the pandemic after multiple attempted pivots, V-Rhythm persisted as we continued to see a tremendous growth in attendance through the lockdowns. By New Year's of 2020, a new custom world was in the making for the V-Rhythm event, now branded Club Atlantis with Illuminati. New Year's Eve of 2020, Illuminati released Club Atlantis to a wide footprint, now including worlds matching both in Sansar and Altspace VR. The New Year's event would see over 120 concurrent attendees in Altspace VR and 45 concurrent in Sansar. Truly an event to remember. All right, hip hop in VR. Through the holidays of 2020, multiple event production groups within the VR community had taken notice of Dream Team's ongoing events. They began contracting our services to provide stable broadcasting, reasonable moderation, VR DJ entertainment, and more. This led to associations and partnerships with multiple groups, from VR Jam to DJ VDP, and ultimately with Hip Hop and VR led by Focus. As we moved forward, I had developed a small and robust broadcast infrastructure, including but not limited to the following technologies: RTMP, NDI, SRT, using software such as OBS, vMix, Nginx, and more. Some events would require up to 4 instances of AltSpace VR and Sansar running concurrently. Sometimes we would have staff up to 6 people running drone cams, really depending on the size of the event. Hip Hop and VR's ambitious plan included replicating the beloved 80s to 90s park jams in New York. Let's take a look at those.
This one is called Past That. You know, when I perform this live, I have a lot of fun with the crowd. You know what I mean? So we won't do it like this. When I go like
Let's
this,
hear Focus talk more about his first experience hosting a hip-hop show in
This
Sansar.
one is featuring Big Daddy. Yo, what's up, party people? My name is Focus, and today I'm going to talk about my very first live show in Sansar virtual reality.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to my very first show in Sansar. I'm so excited to be here.
So Sansar is another virtual reality app that's pretty incredible, actually. It's probably one of the platforms that has the best graphics. It runs off of your computer, so you have to have a PC.
We just gonna get right to it, and I hope you guys enjoy the ride. I'm a man on a mission, stand firm in my position. Plus I got more game than politicians. I'm out to get the riches, the cars and the cribs, build equity, invest so that I really can live.
It was a little bit more difficult to learn, like to navigate and set up my own shows. Once I got it going, it went well.
All right. You know, we just testing things out over here. Testing things out. Shout out to Lacey if she's in the house. All right, we're gonna keep this thing going. Yeah. This is some unreleased music right here. Yeah. This one is featuring the legendary Grandmaster Caz.
As Hip Hop and VR continues to grow, we're working directly with them to push the boundaries on live VR entertainment. This includes examples of having live MCs with pre-recorded instrumental music and more. Accelerant. After innumerable headaches in the VR digital broadcasting world, Accelerant approached Dream Team to solve the ongoing question of bringing immersive experiences into virtual reality by way of hacking a functional loopback from Zoom. I'd been exploring methods of doing this as it was a need for most of our clients and partners. After the normalization of video conferencing through the pandemic, there was an undercurrent of need for furthering interaction and taking some flat 2D streams into the virtual world and making them interactive. For more information about Accelerant, check out accelerant.live. Accelerant continues to lead the movement of inclusivity with arguably the most inclusive social project to date. Join Accelerant on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Zoom, AltSpace VR, including closed captioning, and more recently, Second Life. All of these platforms are combined into a 2-hour-long production where everyone can ask a question at any time and all parties are recognized.
It's an overview of exactly what Campbell said that inspires your artwork so much.
Okay, well, I guess the line is follow your bliss and doors will open where you didn't know doors existed. And my mother and I, she taught me a lot.
VR event hosting leverages a digital broadcast almost exclusively to unify and extend these experiences. Behind the scenes of V-Rhythm, see Illuminati in both AltSpace VR and TribeXR simultaneously, with the ability to jump back and forth to interact, eliminating the isolation of the VR DJ, enabling interactions, and feeling the crowd. In addition, we have a live broadcast to DLive that brings high-quality audio and video into AltSpace VR, duplicating that broadcast towards Mixcloud, supported by Sansar into our matching custom Sansar world. Thank you for your time, everybody. Thanks for coming with me on this journey into the Metaverse.